Alright people, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video, and it's time to rank all of the Batman live action villains. That's right, you asked for it, nobody did, nobody cares, but I'm still gonna do it, because I don't care, I like it. It is right now like 2:30 in the morning, I am tired, so what a perfect time to do this video. So let's get to it. You ready? You ready? All right, because I'm sure this is going to be a controversial list. My Batman one a few days ago was not that controversial. I just got a couple comments like, "You're wrong" or whatever. How dare you put this there? Which is fair. Like I put Mask of Phantasm maybe a little bit too low. But that was just my personal opinion. So we're here to talk about some of the villains, of course, including the villains from the Batman. Um, which, by the way, I should maybe do a quick like update video for that Batman movie ranking, so I can actually rank that movie. But for now, we're gonna do the villains. So this is the villains from every live-action Batman movie, excluding the original Batman Robin. So, because to be fair, there was also the from the TV show. So, yeah. I mean, this one also didn't have it. So, let's get to it. I was gonna put these in order of like from like chronological like movie, you know what I mean? So like, oh, put Jack Nicholson's Joker over there and stuff. But I was like, nah, screw it. Let's just go what how it's laid out here. So let's start off with the first one. I don't know why the first one's this, but we got Bane, Tom Hardy's Bane. No, I freaking wish. I wish Tom Hardy played this version of Bane. This is of course from Batman and Robin. He pretty much plays a henchman for Poison Ivy. He's just a giant moron. I remember, does he wear like I every time I think of Batman and Robin, I think about it in like a positive. I think about it positively because it's such a stupid fucking movie. It's so dumb. Every time I think about it, it's just like, yeah, that scene was dumb. But then like I giggle and I'm like, it's a bad movie, but it's kind of fun. Doesn't Bane wear like a disguise? But he still has like the Bane mask on and stuff. Like he's like his show. I mean, he's a Poison Ivy's chauffeur or something. I don't know. Whatever. It's a terrible version of the character. So I mean, I guess he looks like the comic book version, but he acts nothing like it. Poison Ivy. She might be honestly one of the worst villains ever. Period. She's so terrible, and I love Uma Thurman, but good God, criminy, she was terrible. She was so bad in that movie. Everybody talks about how Arnold was bad, but fucking hell, she was horrible. Curses! It's so bad. She's so terrible. When she's acting all like seductive, it's so fucking terrible. But it's kind of great. So I'm gonna put a D. Lower than Bane because at least Bane is kind of funny in retrospect. Poison Ivy not so much. All right, now Bane from actually I feel like I should skip this one for now. There's a reason. No, I'm not going to. I'll just do it now. I love Bane. I think Tom Hardy's Bane is great. Nowhere near as good as Heath Ledger's Joker, but I fucking love Bane. I thought he was so imposing, and even though Tom Hardy's like a pretty short dude, but they made it work with him. He was scary. I love the voice. Don't care what everyone has to say. I know it's a voice you can make fun of for days. Everybody has, but I love it. I really do. I love the voice. I love his performance. I think he's imposing. He's scary, and I feel like he's the villain that we needed right after the Joker, where the Joker was maybe not. I mean, he was scary. Don't get me wrong, but I guess not imposing in that like giant meathead kind of way. But Bane was also smart. He was methodical. He had all these strategies to take over Gotham. It was great. Sadly, I have to put him maybe a little bit lower because I would put him close to S tier, like really close. But I'd probably bumped him just to a regular A because of what they do with his character towards the end, which is like, oh, here's the real villain of the movie. All right, get Bane out of here. He just goes pew when he dies. Like, oh, all right, cool. Great, thank you. A little disrespectful. All right. So next one is actually this one I don't really agree with as being a villain. I feel like Selena in the new Batman movie, which I'm not gonna spoil. I'm gonna try not to spoil anything. But there might be spoilers. Obviously, I just spoiled Dark Knight Rises, but that's a 10-year-old movie. If I haven't seen it now, I don't know what to tell you. But Yeah, I just thought you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do. I'll put spoilers in the title, so everybody knows that there's spoilers for all these movies. But yeah, I don't really consider her. I mean, I know Selena Kyle, Catwoman is supposed to be a villain, and also she's a anti-hero, I guess at times, and like villain, and say she flip flops a lot. And this one though, I mean, she does a couple things that makes it so that Batman can't do his Batman shit, but I would never, I wouldn't consider her a villain almost at all in this one. I did like her. I thought she was really good. It's probably my favorite version of Catwoman, live action wise, at least. I wouldn't put her A. I'd put her B plus because I don't think she has enough to do. Like the whole advertising for that movie was like about her, like she was gonna be in it a lot, but she's not in it a lot. I just watched it again earlier today, and like she's in it, don't get me wrong, but like there would be like 20-25 minute segments where she's not in it. And her story was good, but it was still like, oh, daddy, I hate him. I don't know. It was not as interesting as I thought it would be. Still interesting. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. But she was really great in the role, so I'll put B plus. All right, I should have prefaced this video by saying that there's probably not gonna be a lot of Fs, like straight up. But I love Tommy Lee Jones. I think he's great. I fucking hate him in Batman Forever. I think first of all, it's nothing like Two-Face. He is fucking trying his hardest to be the next Joker. Tommy Lee Jones had no idea who the Two-Face character was at all, but he watched the Batman movie with Joker. I mean, with Jack Nicholson as Joker, and he was like, "Well, Jack Nicholson played Joker. I'll just do Joker." It's terrible. He tries to compete with Jim Carrey too, who's actually a comedian and can do a performance like this for the most part. He's fucking so bad. So I'm gonna put him in F. I think he's terrible, honestly. One of the reasons, I'm going to also review the Riddler here. Funny enough, we'll put the two Riddlers here. Actually, God, I should have put together all the. Yeah, I mean the Joker's here. Where's Penguin? Let me do that real quick. Let me just do this. Wait, sorry. Catwoman already did. We'll do her later. Scarecrow, Talia, Mr. Freeze, Rosh, Raish, whatever you want to call him. Here, we'll put him. Yeah, I'll put him first because chronological. Catwoman. We'll put her with the other Catwoman. Okay, there we go. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones sucked. Anyway, we'll get to Riddler in a second. Just hold on, Riddler. We gotta talk about Two-Face. The good Two-Face. Harvey Dent Two-Face. Two-Face Harvey, when we call from The Dark Knight, is a great villain because of course he starts off as a hero. You root for him, you like him. I liked him at least. More so at times than I like Bruce Wayne, where Bruce Wayne, there's some, but Harvey Dent immediately I'm like, all right, I like this guy. This guy's great, and I feel like The Dark Knight is more about him really. Like when it comes to Bruce Wayne and the Batman and stuff, it is, but it really is about his story a lot of the time, and his descent. I think he's great. I think Aaron Eckhart did an amazing job. I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna put him a high A. All right, now let's get to the Riddlers. Jim Carrey, I love. I really do, and I don't hate his performance in this. I like it better than Tommy Lee Jones, that's for sure. I still think it's a D because it's in probably my least favorite Batman movie. Batman Forever, I think, is fucking atrocious. You could say Batman and Robin, but Batman and Robin knew way more what it actually was. And Batman Forever was just fucking studio interference and fucking it was just terrible. Like they didn't know what to do after Tim Burton made it all dark and gothic, so they're like, well, let's make it kind of have that aesthetic, but just make it fucking completely ridiculous and goofy. And it just didn't work. And they, of course, Michael Keaton didn't come back, and it was just it was a nightmare. Didn't hate it. I liked it better than Batman Robin, that's for sure. Performances, but anyway, this Riddler though from the Batman, fucking terrifying. Paul Dano did an amazing job. I love the look. I love the outfit here. Very scary. Very. This is what I like about certain villains in comic book movies is that some of them at this point have like just so simple very simple costumes. Like this is shit you could find in a store and just wear it as your costume, you know? And that makes it more terrifying to me because it's just like it could be anybody, you know what I mean? It's like it's not like some guy who like made this really elaborate costume, you know? No, it's just, you know, you got a coat and a fucking thing and put some glasses on, and it's unique and terrifying. And put a question mark on him. It's great, and every time he shows up in the mask and stuff, it's fucking terrifying. I think he did a great job, dude. That first scene in the Batman where he attacks the fucking mayor and he goes, ooh, he just fucking hits him with that tool, the carpenter tool. It's fucking terrifying. What a great way to open it. He's just like watching him too and stuff. And like later on when he has the DA, the DA with the bomb and stuff, and he's on the phone. It's so good. He's really great. Even at the end, even though it gets maybe a little bit corny with him going oh every 5 seconds in a cell or whatever, like he's crying. Still great. So I'm gonna give him low A. Well, not low A, but just below these two. I wouldn't give him a low A, just lower than Harvey and Bane. All right, the Penguin. Thought Colin Farrell. I thought he nailed it. I wish he was in it more. So just because he's not in it a lot, and he's imposing too in a way. Like even though he's kind of just getting smacked around and he's running away a lot and stuff, he is still kind of imposing, which I appreciated because, I don't know. I like when my villains aren't just like getting smacked around the entire time and they look like fucking, you know, shitheads. But every time he's just kind of standing around, I'm like, he looks kind of menacing. I thought you did a really good job. I liked his accent too, even though he was really hamming it up with that. He's like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's you talking about? You know, fucking mutters. You know, stuff. He didn't say that, but whatever. I'm gonna put him right below Selena, just because he had not enough screen time, but they're definitely holding him out they introduced him so he'll be a bigger part in the next movie. Or I'm hearing he might show up in a show, right? Is that a rumor, or was that maybe confirmed? Or maybe Colin Farrell just said like, "Oh, I like to be in." Well, he's Irish. Oh, I like to be in a new movie. I can't do Irish, especially not right now. Anyway, let's get to the Penguin from The Dark Knight. Nope. Batman Returns. Whatever. I'm tired. I love Danny DeVito. I think he is terrifying as this character when he bites the nose off. He looks so sickly at times and disgusting. Like he's great. He really is. He's very otherworldly at times. Like it just doesn't seem like there's times where he just seems like he doesn't fit in this world. Like I guess you could say the same thing about maybe Joker but like he feels like he's like almost a fantasy character plucked out of like whatever and plopped into the Batman, the first two movies. And I say the first two movies because that's a completely different universe. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Batman Forever is not in the same continuity in my brain. I'm sorry, it's not. I don't care if they have the same guy playing Alfred, right? That he has, it's the same guy. I don't give a fuck. Batman and Robin, I think it's the same guy too. But I don't care. It's a different continuity. But I'm gonna actually put him. I'm gonna put him ahead of the Penguin from the Batman because he's in it more, and I have a deep fondness for Batman Returns. I think it's great. All right, I'm the Joker, baby. You know what? I love Jack Nicholson as the Joker. It might not be the most accurate Joker out there, and he might also have a different backstory and stuff. They try to tie it in with, of course, Batman's parents and stuff, which is a little weird. But I think Jack Nicholson does a great job playing this really, I would say, scary. Like he really was. Like even when I was a kid, I never thought he was scary. But he does. They do a good job of making him so villainous that you just every time he shows up, you're like, "Ooh, what are you fucking do next?" He pulls out that big ass gun and shoots the fucking thing. Oh man, I love him in this movie. I really do. I think he does a great job. So I'm gonna say there's been better Joker performances. I'm looking at one right here. But can't wait to talk about him. You know, let me just put him here now. Oh, fuck this. Boo. I hope someone skips to this part of the video and goes, wait, what? Fuck him. Heath Ledger suck. Jared Leto all the way. Hell yeah. Yeah, damaged. uh, uh, wait, there you go. All right, let's continue. Yeah. Anyway, no, Jack Nicholson's Joker is great. I love him. All right. So, all right, let's do Scarecrow. Let's do Scarecrow. All right. Actually, I think it was Heath Ledger first. There's really very little I need to say about Heath Ledger's performance. It's terrible. Anyway, Scarecrow. No. All right. It's an S tier. I don't know what the fuck else to say. I will say though, it's not as good as Jared Leto's performance. hey, honestly, no, I'm not. No more joking. No more smiling. No more. Serious. If we're counting Jared Leto's performance, his magnificent performance in the Zack Snyder Justice League, that it's easily a D. So anyway, Scarecrow, baby. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's an F. Scarecrow, baby. Nah, I'm just kidding. You know what? All right. In all seriousness, I think he's massive amounts of cringe in the Suicide Squad. Especially, or I'm sorry, Suicide Squad. Let's not fuck around. Suicide Squad. His Joker is fucking cringe. Complete cringe lord. And this is the thing, is that if you count all the extra stuff in that Suicide Squad extended cut or wherever that came out, it's even more cringy, his performance. You don't want no beef, you don't want no beef. Like, that's not even extended stuff. That's in the original cut. But he was like, I'm an idea. That's from extended. I'm like, fuck me. Jesus, it's so bad. His performance is so fucking cringe. I can't believe I'm excited for that movie. I can't believe it. I think I did a reaction for the original Suicide Squad trailer. I was like, yeah, it looked good. I mean, to be fair, those trailers are fucking great, but good lord. Fuck my life. I'll leave him there. I wouldn't say F, but nah, I'll put him ahead of Poison Ivy. That's a little mean. Because at least, you know, he's not in the movie a lot. But Bane from Batman Robin's ahead of him. All right. Anyway, now, do I really need to say anything about Heath Ledger's Joker? Like, really? Everybody talked about it. It's one of the best villain performances of all time, bar none. Done. That's all I need to say. Scarecrow. What's his name? Cillian Murphy? How do you pronounce his name? I think it's Cillian Murphy. Ooh, that's good stuff. All right. So, Scarecrow is yeah, he's one of the weird ones in the Dark Knight trilogy. Because he's the only villain that shows up in all three of them. Admittedly, he's a kind of a side villain in Batman Begins. He's one of the main ones, obviously, but it's more Ra's al Ghul or Roz. They call him Roz in that, so I'm gonna call him Roz. So yeah, Ra's al Ghul is the main villain of that. I'm surprised they didn't put Victor Zsasz here. He's barely in Batman Begins, but still. But he's still pretty good. Like, he's not like imposing really. He's got the cool looking mask. I think the Scarecrow mask looks really good, and the fear toxin is cool. Has some really neat effects. And I think Cillian Murphy does a great job. I really like his two cameos in the next two movies. Beginning of the Dark Knight, and of course towards what was like more the middle of the Dark Knight Rises when he's the judge. I think that stuff is actually good. So I'm gonna put him. Actually, I think that actually fits right there. Yeah, I wouldn't put him C at all because I think he's good, but I would put him in the lowest of B so far. Oh, I'm sorry. I really like Zoe Kravitz. I really do. But Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman is fantastic. She's tragic. She's awesome. She's very much what I envision as Catwoman. Where she's definitely still a villain, but I think she's great. I loved her performance in Batman Returns. I wish she came back. I really did. Like, sadly, of course, Batman Forever just cut that. But she was fantastic. She's probably my favorite villain performance in the first two Batman movies, the Tim Burton ones. So I'm probably gonna put her. I'm gonna say right here. I'll leave her there because I still love Bane. Selena Kyle. Now, I will say this. I think her version of Selena Kyle is less It's definitely not as good as Michelle Pfeiffer, but I would say I like Zoe Kravitz more. I'm gonna say that because The Dark Knight Rises. Sorry, it's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. The Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight Returns is a thing. To be fair, the animated movies are pretty good, but or the animated movie if you watched them when they were combined together, which I did. So, she's good. She is good. I like her. I would say she's probably the lowest B right now because I feel like her character kind of. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. I just found her character to be a little bit kind of lost in the shuffle and not all that compelling and a little bit too like she's a little bit too femme fatale-ish where it's like it becomes unbelievable at times. Like I like Anne Hathaway. I think she's a great actress, but I don't know. Like I didn't really at the time I really liked her performance, but now after some time I think she's good. She's a good version of that character, just not the best. I think it's the weakest of the 3 that we have here for Selena. So I'll say low B, close to a C, but I'm not gonna put her there. All right, Talia. This is the one. Like you could say all the the little plot holes and stuff for the Dark Knight Rises. I get that. Yes, I do agree. But this is the one thing that just does not work with that movie now. Like when I think about it. And to be fair, it doesn't happen until last like 30 minutes of the movie. But it's like the fucking the reveal it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it does make sense. It just doesn't make sense that Batman wouldn't like pick up on it. Like he sees the scar on her body and stuff, and just like these little things. Like she's, I don't know, like her character was fine, but like now knowing she's Talia al Ghul and she's the main villain pretty much kind of later, it becomes like watching the movie again, you're just like, oh, every time you see her you're like, oh, okay, she's just Talia al Ghul. I mean, when I first saw it, I figured she was Talia al Ghul. She's like actually really good casting for Talia al Ghul in this Dark Knight trilogy at least. I don't know. Her character was kind of just like meh until it's revealed she's Talia al Ghul. Then she has more to do. Also, she has one of the worst death scenes ever. I don't know if anybody remembers her death scene. It is like she's slumped up in the car and she's like, my father's legacy," and this is how she dies. She goes, she goes. It's like, all right, watch her death scene. It's really bad, but I think she's a great actress too. But fuck me, no, really, fuck me. She's hot. Anyway, so I put her in C. I honestly think she might be a D, but I'll say low C because I liked her character at first, but when she's revealed to be a villain, she's very, very, very uninteresting. And you know what? When she's introduced, they got rid of Bane, who is a much more interesting character. I'll leave her at C. C's looking lonely, so I'll put a C. All right, Arnold. I'm not. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing impression anymore. The Ice Age. There you go. I'll say the quotes, but I'm not gonna do an Arnold impression. What's everyone's favorite Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin quote? Mine is just when he says chill. Chill. I'll say that one. Like just like chill. He says chill. Chill. You know what? His character is such a meme. Like I feel like people were quoting that ironically way before even the internet was a big thing. Like early 2000s, when I was a kid, people were still quoting fucking everything. Stay cool, bird boy. Like, it's great. It's great. I mean I can't put him lower than everybody else here because he gave me genuine brain pleasures. You know what? Fuck this. I'm putting him C. What's up? You gonna fight me? I don't give a shit. I don't care. You know, I felt for his character because he just wanted to save his wife. So, I love Arnold. So, you know what? Fuck it. You don't like it? Kiss my ass. You don't like it. Anyway, Ra's al Ghul, Liam Neeson, of course. You know what? I really like Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul. All the other Ra's al Ghuls I've seen though, I do prefer when it comes to like I don't read comics a lot, but whenever he's in any cartoons or animated movies or the video games and stuff, I do prefer his version, those versions usually. But Liam Neeson is good. The twist in Batman Begins when you find out he's Ra's al Ghul was like, okay, yeah, no shit. It's not Ken Watanabe, no way. Who would have thought? Another Don't even get me started. Ken Watanabe would have been much better. It was Ken Watanabe, right? I'm not being a fucking idiot, right? I think it was. Anyway, he would have been a better choice as Ra's al Ghul is on. I mean, Liam Neeson was good in the role, though. I'm shitting on him a lot, but I think he was very good. He was a good mentor to Batman, and then when it's revealed he's a villain, I do find his death to be. I don't know what's with the Al Ghul's, but their death scenes always make me go, wait, what? Because his death scene wasn't like, poorly acted. It was just like when Batman's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save your ass. Bye. I'm like, you killed him. Like that logic doesn't make any sense. It's like with Jigsaw in the Saw movies where he's just like, oh, I didn't kill anybody. I just put him in the traps and fucking left them to die in the traps that I made. Like, all right. I mean, not that Batman made that trap. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the thought process doesn't make sense to me. But there you go. You know what? No, I'm gonna think about it. I was really critical on him. I'll put him lowest only because the only reason why. You know what? No, that cameo in Dark Knight Rises is really good though. I do like that because that's him being immortal. And that was pretty clever to bring him back. You know what? No, I'll put him where I had him. So there you go. That is that. I hope you enjoyed my tier list. Let me know what you would do, and what you would rank. Please let me know. I just realized that both Joker and Poison Ivy both have their hands like this. I don't know why. I just realized that. I don't know why it's making me laugh right now. They're both like this. He's like this. She's like this. I don't know why it's making me laugh. Anyway, and it looks like Bane's doing the like the Hulk Hogan shit. So you got one doing this, you got one doing this, you got one doing this. It's like the dumb version of like see no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, or whatever the fuck. And then you got Jim Carrey just going, huh? I'm gonna be the Grinch in a few years. I'm gonna give kids nightmares. Anyway, there you go. That is that. Let me know what you think. Huh? You don't agree? Fuck you. No, truly. Fuck you if you don't agree with me. Fuck you.